Hello there, welcome to today's show. My name is Victoria Ekpe and I'll be your anchor. In today's show, we'll be talking about the unique cultural and traditional practices of the Uran people in Akwa Ibom State. Different countries and places have their own history, culture, and their own distinct story. And Nigeria stands tall as one of the most diverse countries in the world, with a multiplicity of fascinating and deep-rooted cultures and practices from over 250 ethnic groups and communities that make up the country. At the mention of Uran, what comes through your mind? Join me, let me take you through this journey of fact-finding and discovery.
According to Uran writers such as Dr. Dominus Esin, Dr. Edith Akpanudo, and Messenger J.P. Ekarika, Uran people are believed to have migrated in different waves from East Central and Southern Africa to Uran Ekpe in the area now called Idombe, in the Rio del Rey near the southwest region of Cameroon and Cross River State border, where they settled for centuries. Due to the First Batanga War, which caused economic and social disorder in the region, Uran people migrated to an area in the Cross River Basin called Akwa Ibom in about the 8th century AD. The river near the settlement was named Akwa Ibom, meaning mighty river of Uran. They all had a traditional religion, government, and ways of life. It is believed that in the 13th century, after Iboku group also migrated through a different route, joined their kindred at Akani Obiuran and Akpe Mfriukam. As a result of geographical and ecological problems such as frequent floods, Uran people migrated again further to the mainland and occupied an area now known as Uran Local Government Area in Akwa Ibom State. Due to social conflicts between some clans within Uran, the Ebrutu people, later known as the Efak, migrated from Uran to such places as Creek Town, Duke Town, Ancient Town, and Sidon. Until today, some Efak families still treasure their connections with some Uran villages, such as Esogidu, Ishetekam, Mbiaya, Ibiakuran, and Adadia. Uran people are found mostly in Uran local government area in Akwa Ibom State. In addition, they can also be found in Nset, Ibesikwo Sultan, Itu, Okobo, Eket, Uran, Nkpadenin, Ibuno, and Ikotabasi local government area. These are those who, during geographical and ecological problems, migrated and found those communities where they settled with people of other tribes. History and tradition has it that Uran people settled in Akwa Ibom in about 8th century AD with 12 traditional clans, namely Bulanki, Etongompe, Ntemtem, Ikiba, Odiodio, Mutaka, Ekondo, Mbawa, Mosonko, Akwa Iboko, Akwa Ibom Uran. Of the original 12 traditional clans, only 7 remain in present-day Uran local government area. The other 5 clans and their villages are found among the Ibibio in some local government area, as previously mentioned. To date, these villages still maintain strong bonds with their Uran kindreds. The remaining 7 clans are Akwa Uran, Etokompe Uran, Mutaka Uran, Ekondo Uran, Osonko Uran, Ibonda Uran, Akwa Iboko Uran. Uran people have maintained a good relationship with their neighbors. Their 7-clan structure is also maintained. This is the structure depicted during the coronation and burial of the Edide Matapo, the Nsom of Uran, by the presence of 7 traditional bowmen, 7 spearmen, 7 swordmen, and 7 royal statesmen, each of which represent a Sin Uran. The principal deity of Uran people is Atakpo. It is believed to be a great mother deity that is associated with water. The Atakpo was regarded as an intermediary through which Uran people could communicate with Abasibom, God. Uran people believe that this great mother deity lives in that body of water, now known as Akwa Uran. Other aspects of Uran heritage include Ekpe, Ekong, Obon, Atad, Ebre, Nkoko, and many more. In Uran, the Ekpe society was used for maintaining law and order and for entertainment. There are various grades of Ekpe, such as Nyampe, Nkanda, Mboko, Mpoko, Ebonko, Okoamakama, Mbakara, etc. The Ekpe members of higher grades are known for their display of nsibidi, a secret writing or sign language used for communicating among the members. Ekong is a traditional warrior society used for encouraging chivalry or bravery among men in Uran. It was developed as an instrument for checking ills and fostering security and unity among the people. Ebre was a traditional society used by women for social and political control and for promotion of women's rights.
Today we are here at primary school, Uran local government area of Akwa Ibom, to witness a Ibibio cultural festival. This event promises to be informative, educative, and entertaining. Let's go.
Ni Uruan maupun bom. Lesakan tu kita macam di panggung bom gugur dulu.
The Ekpe is just a play. That is how I think it. The play of ethics and the Uran people, and of course the Uran people. There is nothing in it. It's just a play. It is not like, I don't know if you have ever heard of Ekpe. It is not like Ekpe at all. It is just a play.
In more contemporary times, Uran is located in the south of Nigeria with coordinates 5 degrees 020 north, 8 degrees 030 east, and is a local government area in the Akwa Ibom state, created in 1988 from the Uyo local government area. The area lies in the rainforest belt, which extensive arable land, and the region abounds with wildlife, raffia, palm, and timber. The rich coastal plains support the cultivation of crops such as cassava and maize. It covers an approximate landmass of 173 square meters and on a time zone of UTC plus 1 watt. The capital city of Uran local government is Idu. Uran has 4 administrative clans, namely Akwa Ibom, Etonkompe Uran, that is the northern Uran, Mosonko and Ibonda Uran, Central Uran, Mutaka and Ekondo Uran, Southeast Clan, Akwa Uran, South-South. Uran land has some key establishments in Akwa Ibom State, such as Ibom Icon Hotel and Gold Resort, the Victor Atta International Airport, the Akwa Prim Hatchery, etc. Uran is rich in mineral resources such as crude oil, silicon glass sands, natural gas, sulfur, nitrates, salt, limestone, clay deposits, etc. There are abundant forest resources, some of which includes timber, wood, raffia, and oil palm. Fishing is also a big part of Uran people and is home to the famous Ishet and Ifeanyi Beach Market. Uran people in Akwa Ibom State have this miraculous tradition they display. Don't get it twisted. This is tradition that have been practiced in many generations in Uran. And you will also witness this in villages like Idu, Mbiakong, and Ifeanyi. It is called Umiton. In this traditional festival, so many things occurs like planting of plantain sucker and it grows that day and bear fruit that same day, turning leaves to money, sand metamorphosed into cooked rice, putting water into basket and none drops, human killed by gunshots, buried, but he will come back to the burial ground alive, etc. Some see it as a diabolic practice, but of a truth, it is a tradition of Uran that harms no one. This event or traditional display takes place once in every 2 years.
My name is Itinyin Hyacinth Njung Okonekpenyong. I am the fourth village head in my lineage. Uran is divided into four clans. One, the north, which is Mbiaya area, that is northern Uran. Then we have central Uran, which we call Mosonko Ibunda. Now makes up another clan. Then we have in the south, we have where we call Mutaka. They are all from Uran. Then we have northeast clan. So we have the present paramount ruler. Now our immigration was from Uran Ekpe in Cameroon. Then we descended into what we call a present epic land. Then from there, we still, as a fisherman, then we continue to explore where we can get abundance of fish. So we came first to Akwa Ibom. Then when we arrived at Akwa Ibom, then we discovered there were no many creeks. Then we decided to move ahead. Then we come to what we call now Akwa Ibom Uran. In Akwa Ibom Uran, then when we discovered that there were mass area of land after the sea and the swamp that we can even cultivate apart from fishing. So people then started to depart. So some went to Ikorabasi, some went to Uran area, part of Uran,
Riverine
and
areas.
all the riverine area. In every community, there must be a shrine. In those days, where we worship, where we adore. Now, we come to see, just as we have in Britain, they say Britannian rules the world. You see, if you have been hearing, even with singing in the time we were the British Empire, we sing, Britannian, the Great Britannia. So the same thing in Atapo. Atapo rules the sea. Now, in most cases, in those days, when people were keeping to the norms and order of the ancestors, no Uran man can die in the water. We said because of drowning. Nobody. You can't drown. There must be a solution. If you don't know how to swim, but the goddess of the water, which is we call Atako, will rescue you, will push you to where you will stand, where people, you shout, people going in canoe to come and rescue you. Ekpe is a very nice shrine or cult. This was owned by women, but because of their what we may call idleness, the men, the Atautup, who was monitoring, going inside the bush, inside the swamp area, go to discover that women were owning this thing. They were playing it at a quiet time. That when they play, nobody goes there. But the other job goes and knew all the intricacies they were doing. Now, one day they called, report to the village head. Then the village head invited the women. Then told them that they would not be able to organize those things in an effective manner, so that they should give it out, so that men may control it for them. Ekpe is another group of cultural play, which is mainly for men. Now, when that thing comes, nobody will go out. Even though you are a man, but you are not an initiate, you will not go out that day. That's why when our children comes up, so that you may be able to send your child to go and buy something on that day, we initiate our children. All male, not woman children. In those days, if you peep at the window or the doorpost,
Try to see.
what is going on, your eye can be turned blind. But now it is divine.
Yes.
It's now divine, so that those things are not taken into consideration. Now, concerning akata, now it is akata that was used in those days when we came down from Calabar, Ekpe. The attire is always white shirt, the wrapper, either damask or a good material this way. Then you will tie always to your left. Now, why we say, are you listening? When they tie this thing to the left, the reason is that you use your right hand to tap it up when you are walking. You tap it well. Then tie. And when we got tie, that is a pom pom. It was a man from the south. He was the one who wanted to minimize the doctrine of witches and wizards. He had a group, but the thing that made him to fall was that the people he called to train, so that they may help him in digging out the witches and wizards, went in a wrong way. Start to beat people, do this and that. So then the whole group of witches in the world, not only in Uruan, when you try to say Uran, but Uran started the action. So they grumble. So why should he come to disgrace us?
Disgrace.
So they put anger in his heart. He used gun to go and shoot somebody. He was there. Now, Umiton is for male people, just like Ekpe is. Now, you will not see a woman going to initiate himself in Ekpe. Unless it is an old woman who has missed menstruation, he has stopped burning, he has done anything, is old. Now, he will not enter into the shrine of Ekpe, but they will recognize that he's now like a man. It's like a man cannot produce anything. Now he can even lead other young girls past Ekpe. Yeah. Then nobody will hurt those children following her.
In conclusion, we can see that the cultural heritage of the African people is still very much celebrated and practiced in sub-tribes, just like what is being portrayed by the Uran culture. It is true that we are in a digital age where a lot of ancient African practices that pertains to their cultural heritage is being gradually eradicated. But despite the digital awareness, we still have some individuals and some tribes who feel excited about their cultural heritage and would do anything to preserve, protect, and uphold their own unique cultural practices. By so doing, the coming generation will have a clue about the cultural heritage of their tribe and what their tribe is known for, just like what we've seen and learned about the Uran culture. Hope you learned. Thank you for staying with us, and God bless you.